Oh hey guys, you just caught me about to record for my next big video. So there comes a time where a big game franchise will try to mix things up by giving its IP a new type of game. Like Mario getting an XCOM game, Kirby getting an open world, heck even Crash had a racing game or two.
Wow!
And I think I have the perfect game to talk about, one game that everybody can agree on is the right step in the right direction for this franchise. Here are 10 reasons why I think Zelda Breath of the Wild isn't the best Zelda game. Reason number 1, the weapon durability system sucks and... What the hell? Whoa, wait a minute, Pokemon Arceus came out already? Boy, this release came out of nowhere, I'm gonna have to catch this. Bullet, go! Alright, I got Pokemon Legends Arceus! Pokemon Legends Arceus! Pokemon Legends Arceus, by the way I'll be pronouncing it Arceus and not Arceus, is the latest game in the Pokemon franchise. I grew up with Pokemon. It's one of the few things from my childhood that hasn't been completely destroyed. Just give it time. I remember when I was a kid, I was asked which Pokemon game I wanted, Pokemon Red or Blue, and I said Pokemon Red because it matches my Game Boy Color. Well, come around my birthday and... I'm still bitter about it. Since then, I played almost every Pokemon game to date. A few spin-offs, Black and White 2, and the 2 Sun and Moon games are the only ones I really haven't played. My favorites have always been Red and Blue, or Fire Red and Leaf Green. If there's one thing that every kid that grew up with Pokemon could agree on, it's that the GS Ball was useless, and everybody wants a Pokemon game that's as expansive as Skyrim or Breath of the Wild. And this game is... kind of... Let's talk about it. So this game starts off like all great journeys, with a message from God. Sup, I'm God, catch Pokemons or whatevs. So you wake up on this beach and is greeted by the professor of this game, Professor Laventon. Through minutes of Google searching, I found out that Laventon isn't really a tree, which means that he's a fraud! I'm questioning your entire credentials, Professor. And what the hell is with this hat?
There. Sure glad I don't look stupid in this.
The 3 starter Pokemon in this game also seem to question his credentials as they all run off, and he expects me to go get them. Here we're introduced to the catching mechanic in this game. Unlike previous Pokemon games, where you have to battle the Pokemon to catch them, you can just catch them outside of combat. Get in the ball! Get in the ball! Get in the ball! Sure, you can start Pokemon battles with them and catch them that way, but it's a lot quicker to just wait in the bushes, but more on that later. After catching the 3 Pokemon, you are then led to Jubilee Village, where you're shanghaied into working with the Galaxy team and researching Pokemon and exploring this new land of Sinnoh, I mean the Hishu region. This is the only village in the region, which honestly is pretty lame. There's only a few shops in the village, and while throughout the game the village does seem to expand, with the villagers working on buildings and even interacting with the Pokemon outside. Here we are also introduced to Akari, the female player character that'll become the NPC when you play as the male character. Like I did. Wow, potato mochi is so much better when you have something to be happy about. Professor Laventon, where exactly did you meet our visitor here? Ah, well, the great hole in the sky, the one people call the Time Rift. Our friend fell right out of it. You can't be serious. She's one of my favorites. You're also introduced to Celine, who for some reason I gave her Professor Snape's voice. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition team, prove yourself capable of going into the Obsidian Fieldlands. You're tasked with capturing 3 whole Pokemon in order to prove that you have what it takes to join an organization you never asked to join. Wow, 3 whole Pokemon? Wow, they're really making me swing for the fences here. What Pokemon am I catching? 1 Bidoof, 1 Starly, and 1 Sphinx. What a challenge. Here's where you get to choose your starter. Cyndaquil, Growl, and... Yeah, Cyndaquil, I don't care about the others. Yeah, my go-to choice for starters have always been fire types. Even if I like the other 2 starters, it's always fire. So we handle this oh-so-dangerous and challenging task, and we're granted the 0-star rank. I was led to believe that no one has ever managed to catch 3 Pokemon, so I'm thinking we at least should be a 1 or a 2-star, but whatever. But now let me talk about an aspect I don't really like. It's the exploration. Meaning you can't do it. Not really. Instead of exploring like previous Pokemon games where the whole region can be explored with very little to no loading screens, here you go out to the gate, you tell this tool where you're going, and it automatically teleports you to this region. It's boring. Sure, the area you go to seem expansive, but it would be a lot cooler if you could just walk to each area. Another thing I dislike is the fact that while you can bring your Pokemon out, they really just sit there, unless you send them out to run into trees or other spots on the map to give you items, which we'll talk about in a bit too. But my problem with this is that that's all they do. I mean, what aspect did Pokemon Yellow do that we all liked? What did Heart Gold and Soul Silver do that we all liked? Our Pokemon walked with us. They don't do that here. But why not? I mean, you have them walking around in the wild. It shouldn't be that difficult to have them walk behind you on your adventures.
How come they've never done the one thing we've been asking them to do since the first game?
One of the cool mechanics of this game is the crafting system. Now you don't have to purchase Pokeballs. You can just find the items you need to craft them and make them for yourself. I don't know how often the materials in the trees and the rocks respawn, but you could potentially spend days out in the wild, which is also a good way to make money, as the professor will pay you for catching Pokemon. Finally, I can make money off of all these Bidoofs. One thing I hear a lot of people don't like about this game is the graphics.
The graphics are fine. It's just Pokemon's art style. The models look great. But
The draw distance is terrible. AAA games should not be like this ever. You can see the trees pop in and out. NPCs also pop in and out when you go around the corner. Also in the distance, Pokemon frame rates seem to be at an average 2. The main goal in this game is to catch all the Pokemon.
like every other game. But this one comes from God himself.
And catching Pokemon is fine. I think they do need to refine it a bit. So you could just run around throwing your balls in Bidoof's faces, but you do have to fill out the Pokedex, which is in the form of a book, which I think is a nice detail considering you're back in time. Yeah, a bit of a spoiler, but not really, because that was the gimmick revealed early on, and it's been heavily hinted at in the beginning. But you don't just catch Pokemon and be done with it, oh no. There are tasks you have to fill with each Pokemon, like the amount you caught and the amount you defeated in battle, seeing them do certain moves, feeding them an amount of berries, that kind of stuff. But here's my problem. It seems sometimes when I throw a Pokeball at it, all it ends up doing is annoy the Pokemon. You also should hide in the bushes or they'll see you, and you can't attack them when they're hostile, but some Pokemon you could just throw some rotten apricorns in their face and it stuns them.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Although some Pokemon seem not to be affected by this. And then there's the Alpha Pokemon. Pokemon who are way bigger than normal Pokemon with red eyes of fury. As far as I can tell, you can't catch them outside of combat. I heard you could, but I've never been able to. Alright, Bidoof, how tough can this Alpha Snorlax be? Go get him!
Who's that Pokemon? It's
Jigglypuff seen from above.
Combat was also changed up. Yeah, it's sort of. It's still, when you get right down to it, the same combat we've seen since Pokemon Red and Blue. But they did add a few things. Now you can walk around the battlefield, and your Pokemon now has 2 extra types of attacks. Besides regular attacks, there's Strong Style and Agile Style. Strong Style increases the damage, but it could give your opponent an extra turn before you can go again. While Agile Style lowers the damage, but it could give you an extra turn.
I don't see this happening ever.
I have tried both styles, and the only thing I really noticed is that it takes more power points, but that's really it. Agile Style never really given my Pokemon an extra turn, and even after my opponent uses Strong Style, they got to go right away. And even here in this one battle, they just sent out their Pokemon, and it attacked my Rhyhorn twice. And the difficulty in battle definitely got a bit of an overhaul. For context, in Pokemon Sword, I never lost a battle. Hell, I never even had a Pokemon faint throughout my entire playthrough. Legends Arceus, on the other hand, even with type differences, my Pokemon still took a heavy beating. Alpha Pokemon also have moves that they wouldn't normally learn without a move tutor or TM. Alright, Typhlosion, let's get ready to fight this Alpha Tangrowth. Go Pokeball! After collecting Pokemon and filling out your Pokedex, it can help you level up your star rank, giving you more recipes to craft and have higher level Pokemon obey you. As far as I know, that doesn't really happen. My brother told me that he had several level 20 Pokemon before he even had 1 star rank, and they didn't really do anything you would have had a Pokemon do in the older games.
I think it might have something to do with catching Pokemon past that level, but I haven't really experienced that yet, so I don't really know.
Look, Simba. Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
But this isn't all that you do. While there are no Pokemon gyms out there, there are boss fights in the form of no Pokemon, and these boss fights are...
Ooh, how do I put this gently? They're not good.
For example, in order to go up against the noble Pokemon, you have to talk to their warden, either from the Pearl Clan, who worship Sinnoh, the creator of space, or the Diamond Clan, who worships Sinnoh, the creator of time.
Yeah, they're worshipping Dialga and Palkia in case it wasn't obvious.
Get it? Because they're the Pokemons from the cover of Diamond and Pearl. Anyway, in order to fight the nobles, you have to talk to the Warden. They mix their favorite food together and throw it at them until they calm down. And that's it. You could battle them for a chance to do more damage with the bomb, but honestly, it's better and possibly quicker to just keep throwing it at them.
Brad, eat a Snickers. Why? Because you get a little angry when you're hungry. Better? Better.
I'm going to stop it there because I don't want to spoil too much for you guys. I think the game is great, and if you've been thinking about getting it, you won't be disappointed. In the end, do I recommend this game? Yeah, it's a pretty good, solid start for a new Pokemon franchise. I don't think that it should replace the mainline games, though. Would I recommend this as your first Pokemon game if you had never played a Pokemon game before in your life? Well, I think that's the same answer as I would give for Breath of the Wild. No, not at all. I would recommend Sword and Shield for your first Pokemon game, since it's on the Switch and probably the most easily accessible now. But if I was to be honest, my actual recommendation would be Fire Red and Leaf Green.
There are many aspects that Pokemon Legends needs fixing. Everything I said about the game is more of what I think they need to improve on for the next game. While the graphics, again, are passable, the draw distance definitely needs to be fixed. Make the exploration more free, and make the stealth mechanics better. I had several instances where Pokemon would detect me miles away, and even when I hid in the grass. Alright, I think I'm safe. Mac Choke has no idea I'm here. Also, I don't know how they would have included it, but they need a cooking mechanic. Almost all, if not every open world game needs a cooking mechanic. Also, this game has the Nintendo illusion of choice. You know the one, where they give you two choices and no matter what you pick, it doesn't change anything. Or worse, it just loops till you say yes. But I would be lying if I said I didn't have any fun playing this game. I played it over at my Twitch, link in the description, but I've been having such a good time playing it, I've been playing it non-stop since. I haven't really had a game do that in a long time.
But for now, I'm going to keep playing the game. I got to get 100% on that Pokedex. I hope you guys enjoy this game. In fact, I hope you enjoy it more than I did.
And so, Critical Wolf continued to play Pokemon Legends of Arceus, while getting ready to review more games in the future. He will come across many games and movies, both good and bad, in his travels. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe so you can catch all of his newest reviews and videos here. He also sometimes streams out on Twitch. Also, follow him on Twitter so you can get all the important tweets, such as, if Nintendo doesn't name their Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel 2 Breath 2 Wild, then what was even the point? Until then, see you, video game boy.